This is the decking that we won at auction, being delivered by our friend Jake. We managed to get a significant amount for not much money. I think it's seconds, but the quality was really good. So it's 1 inch plus thick planks, and they had 3 grooves scored across the top, which has been a problem because we've been looking for more decking like it since, and we've very much struggled to find any. Here we are, just lifting them down.
This is our wood for the decking, so that's something Stephen can get on with this weekend. So it's been a long time coming because it's not very safe for a baby having that left like that.
Okay, it's Saturday the 10th of August, and we're going to make a start on the decking today. So we can see we've got some building materials behind us there, and I've got some more materials here, and I've now got some line marking paint. So the line marking paint will allow me to mark out where we're going to dig all the holes for the concrete foundations, where we're going to then put the 4x4s on top for the stand and the base of the decking. So let's get cracking. The spacings, I'm putting every 4 foot in both directions. So every 4 foot there will be a footing put down underneath the deck to give it some good stability. Here I'm just trying to square up the measurements, so I'm doing diagonals as well as the length and the width. And now the squares that I've marked out there, that's where I'm going to actually dig out a small shallow foundation. Because this isn't going to be a permanent structure, we want to make sure that all of this can be relatively easily removed after we've completed the house. Once that's been poured, we'll then drill into the concrete, and I have a square post support this will screw into the ground. So once we're finished, it's just a case of unscrewing the the concrete screws, taking those away. So I'm now just moving the material from the side of the caravan, because at that time we were going to extend the decking to cover the side door, to allow us to have a second access into the caravan. Again, it's off the ground, and it's obviously a hazard for Persephone. So I've got all the timber from down the side of the caravan moved out now, so I can now start marking out each of the holes along to just past the side door. I'm using the timbers as guides to help us kind of get straight lines, hopefully. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm going to start using my line marker, marking up some squares, and then get back to digging again. It's a lovely day out here today. Bit overcast, but that's perfect. I think it's 22 degrees at the moment. So my battery died, so the time lapse didn't capture everything, but we've had a bit of work. Davey, our next door neighbour, came over and helped us. So we've got 4 corners sorted out. So I'm now going to put some through bolts. Through bolts in, and that'll secure the verticals to the 6x2s. And then I can start putting the smaller posts in the middle. And hopefully by the end of the day, we should have something that resembles a bit like a deck. So you can see here I've got the metal post supports where the 4x4 timbers have now been inserted in. So these is what is going to hold the decking up. And in those there's 4 holes, and that's where I'll be drilling through into the concrete pad underneath, and I'll be securing those to the small concrete pads. Okay, so this is the next weekend, Saturday the 17th of August. So the concrete's well and truly set, and the timbers are up. Oh, there's Phoebe.
Good morning.
And we'll get myself set up. I'm hoping to get as much of this completed today as we can. So it was difficult trying to keep everything square whilst I was putting the through bolts and drilling those in, but we got there. And here's all of the interim supports going in. So not bad progress for that day. Got quite close to where I needed to be. So I'm just going to continue putting the timber supports that are underneath the actual decking itself. Now the way that I've done this, obviously the uprights are all of the original length that they were, which is some are 4 foot, some are 8 foot. And once I've fixed them to the ground and to the 6x2s, I then just trim off at whatever height, because if you notice the ground slopes away in 2 separate directions, so you can't really measure for that difference and that change in elevation across the front and the back. So you just have to basically tailor it to the size that it needs to be at that particular point. So you can see everything, all of the foundations are now well, the base pads are in, the metal supports are in, the uprights are in, and I'm just starting to put the noggins between the 6x2s. Now I'm extending the deck out slightly to the side, just to give us enough, well, it's an extra 8 foot out to the side, which was what I was intending to do down to the side door. But what we had eventually there was, we ran out of decking, and we couldn't, as explained earlier on, we couldn't find any more of the particular profile that we'd won at auction. So it's to this day that's still the case. We still don't have this set up as originally intended, which is all to cover the side door as well. If you look at the foreground for the posts to the left hand side there, you'll notice that I've already drilled the holes and screwed in the large concrete ground anchors, and you can see I'm doing that there now. So I'm using a large SDS bit, drilling in about 150mm. You can see the little lady coming out there. She absolutely loves the deck. All the noggins you can see here I've offset by a minimum of 1 width of the timber, which is 2 inches, and I've just staggered them off to the left, and then once I've reached a third noggin I just jump back to the original position and do the same again. And it's given it excellent stability. There's been no racking or any issue with the decking since construction. The reason why I offset the noggins was just so that I could secure each one with screws on either side, and that would mean, you know, that was the most secure that I could make it. Now here we're putting some tape down. It's not the official proper decking tape, it's a standard vinyl tape, but it does the same job. What it does is it covers the top of the timber, so any water or rain or ingress doesn't sit or settle into the timber itself, it runs off down the sides. And it's protected the timber incredibly well.
So Stephen started fitting the decking boards. I'm just going round the outside getting those ones fitted, so when he goes to lay the other boards they're all flush. So it's coming along really nicely. Shame the weather's turned a bit.
Get done before the summer's over.
Yeah.
At this point, we realised we needed a roof over our deck, as our coats and boots would get soaked. So I needed to extend the height of the fence posts to give us adequate headspace. I bought fence post extenders, and this worked a treat. I cut the fence posts all to the height of the lowest post on the right hand side to keep them all in line, and then cut the extensions to give me 8-foot verticals. Putting the ridge cap on was interesting as I had to slide my way over it as I fixed it to the roof timbers. We used a decking oil to protect the timbers and it gave them a really nice colouring. Once the roof was complete, we painted the fence extendeds gold as it blended in quite well with the treated wood.
Overall, we're really pleased with how the deck turned out, especially considering Stephen had never built a deck before. Now for the showman's wagon. We did say we were going to talk about it in this video, but we got carried away and we believe that it needs to be a video in its own right, so we will show that next time. Thank you all for watching and we'll see you at the next one.